Hey everyone, it's Keely here for Soy and Shea. Thank you so much for joining me for today's soap making video. We're going to go make a soap using sugared grapefruit, which I got from off of the Fragrance Garden, and it smells absolutely wonderful. It's just one of those sort of fragrances that I love, that is bubbly, energetic, vibrant, not too sweet. The only problem is, you may have seen from the photo at the start of this video, it has turned my soap an ugly brown color, but honestly I can't be cross with it because it smells so good in the soap. But let's go and check out what color this one actually started off before it decided to go brown. Let's go and see how I make sugared grapefruit. Let's go. Okay, so let's jump straight into making this soap. As always, I have got my oils and I have got my lye water. I have remembered to add in my sodium lactate to make sure that it comes out of my mold well. And I have also taken to using that water discount that I spoke about earlier, because I've noticed it really does help to get them out of the Nurture soap molds. And now that I'm used to working with it, I'm not so terrified of dropping that water amount. The less water you use in your soaps, the quicker they're going to trace and do funny things on you. But I'm quite happy with how we've got this one. So let's get all this mixed up. Alright, so we've got that mixed, and I'm going to split this out for some colours. In this one I have some marigold, which I've also added a little bit of cerise into it to kind of get a orangey pink colour. And in this one I have just got that cerise, so we'll get a really nice deep dark pink. And I'm going for just over halfway in each of these. And then for my sort of base colour, I'm going to make it yellow, and I'm going to use some Tuscan Sun. So I'll get my colours in, and then I'll be back and we will add in our fragrance. And boy, does this fragrance smell good. Okay, so the fragrance oil I have got, I wish you could smell this through the screen. This is sugared grapefruit from off of the Fragrance Garden, and it's one of those fragrance oils where you could just drink it out. I don't recommend you do it, but just drink it from out of the bottle. It smells so good. It smells just like grapefruit, and it kind of makes me really want to go and buy some grapefruit so I can have some for breakfast. It just smells so good. I did have a quick look at the website before popping on here just to get the fragrance notes, because it's got things like grapefruit, blood orange, bergamot, geranium. It's a little bit of caramel and freesia, plus some sugar, vanilla and some amber in there. And it does have 0.85% vanillin, which really isn't very much, so I'm not expecting this to go a brown colour. But what I did do, which I don't usually do, I did go and have a look to see if there'd been any reviews, and there was one left there by Tanya, and I know she watches the video, so it'll be interesting to see if this behaves any differently to me for what it did for you. But she did note in there that it does turn a bright yellow and it does get darker, and she also said the scent didn't hold very well during the cure, so I'm kind of really hoping it does, because it smells absolutely amazing. Not too bothered if it does go that bright yellow color for me, because that's why I've put the yellow in the base here. We'll see what happens, but it does smell so good. So hopefully it holds in the soap, but if not, I'm thinking I'm going to go and get myself some more, and I'm going to make a beautiful sugar scrub with this, I think. So I'm going to get all this mixed in, then we'll go and grab that mold. Alright, so I've got my mold here. I am going to pour almost all of this yellow in here. It has remained beautiful and fluid. I'm going to go to about there, I think. And then what I'm going to do is grab these two and just pour down the side of the mold. Whoop, trying to actually get it into my mold, and we'll alternate between the two. swirl some more of this over it just to try and get that little bit of movement. And then I'm also going to put my hanger in here. Now I know that this probably looks like I am trying to do a butterfly swirl. I'm not, because I actually don't like butterfly swirls, but I do want just a little bit of movement in there. If I end up with butterflies, so be it. But my OCD doesn't like butterfly swirls, because then I feel that each of the bars have to be sold in pairs so that people get the full effect of the butterfly. So I really struggle with the whole concept of a butterfly swirl. I think they're really pretty, but I don't tend to do them because I want both of those bars of soap to go together. It's silly. Right, so now that I've got that in there, I am going to do, well, I'm going to attempt, this is still very fluid. Let's do a bit of a textured top. We might have to leave it. It's funny because the pinks are setting up quicker than what that yellow is. So as I'm sticking my spoon in, I can feel chunks of soap in there. This yellow definitely taking its time. And I'm losing that texture. So I'm going to leave it sit here for 5 minutes, clean up, and then we'll come back. Alright, so I've had a bit of a tidy up. Come back and let's see if we can... Oh, that's much better. That's holding its shape. I've decided while I was waiting that I'm only going to texture the one side of this. So we'll just do this side that's got that pink. And then, so that will do there. I have some little grapefruit embeds. I have got way too many here. And I've also got some salt, which I have dusted with some of the Blizzard mica. And I am thinking I'm going to put the salt on the yellow side because that is still wet. My salt, well, not wet, of course all the salt's wet, but all the soap is wet. I can't talk, it's time to go home. But it's still quite fluid. It's not as set up as the pink, so I think that this salt is really going to actually stick to that yellow better than if I put it onto the pink side. And I want that to kind of look like sugar that you might sprinkle over the top of your grapefruit. I'm going to try and use all of this because I know some of this will fall off when I go to cut it. So I'll get all of it on here so it doesn't matter if any of it falls off. And then with my little grapefruit halves, I'm going to put one onto each piece of my soap on this side. So to create these little embeds here, I have used the iDream in Soap extruder tools. She's got a couple of different sizes, but she's got them to go in her, what I call the big boy extruder. It has a disc that will make the white center of your citrus fruits, and then she has another disc that make all the little segments to go in between all of the white pieces. And then I just generally roll it into some more white and then whatever color rind for the citrus. So it's how I do all my oranges, limes, lemons, now grapefruit. It's a really good handy tool to have, so go and check her out. And we are almost at the end, and final one in there, and that is it. I'm not going to put any more glitter on there because I love how this salt is looking. Just making sure they are all well and truly pushed into the soap. Oh, that one's way too far, so they do actually stay in the soap as it sets up, and then when I cut it they don't fall out when I'm packaging. So let me bring you down. Alright, so there it is. There is the sugared grapefruit soap. It is looking absolutely amazing, just how I pictured it. Can't wait to get it cut open and see what swirl we've got on the inside of here. We'll be back in just one moment. Alright, so we have got our sugared grapefruit. I am a little bit concerned about this one. It is going brown, and the scent has changed in the soap as well. It smells more like a lolly than it does actual grapefruit. It still smells really good, and it actually is quite strong, which is really good. It has, first thing I noticed was that it had gone brown on the top, and I unmolded it and it was still a nice bright yellow, but it has slowly over the couple of days that I've had it sitting here waiting to be cut, got that little bit more brown on the edges. So when I put it onto my cure rack, I'll make sure that the bars actually stay nice and close together so that not too much air can get to it. Now I'm going to have some of that salt drag through. I didn't think about that. Oops. Oh well, too late now. Let's take a look inside. I'll get my tray ready. Alright, so let's go for this one in here. Yeah, you can definitely see how much of that is going to discolor. Really can, but I do like how those swirls have come up in there. Really nice. I suppose even if it does go, if it doesn't get any more brown than that, it could still pass as an alright colour. Hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed on this one, but I really like the swirls in there. Really like them, and they kind of look like they're falling down from off the grapefruit slice that's there. There is another, oh, there is another one there. So I just had another quick, actually on the inside it still smells like the fragrance oil, so it's just the outside that have taken on that slightly different smell. Hopefully it will stay strong and true. We'll wait and see. If you do want to know or want to see if it does discolor and do anything more, come and follow along with me over on Instagram, and when this one is ready I'll be posting pictures of what it looks like at its cure, because I always post pictures on my website and Instagram of what the actual soap looks like as people are going to buy it, so they don't think they're going to end up with this beautiful yellow soap that comes to them brown. But hopefully that won't be the case. But seeing that little ring around the outside, I'm not holding my breath on that one. But as I said, if you come along and follow over on Instagram, I will post pictures when it is ready. I'm just moving my soaps along on my tray there so I can fit that one on. Oh, that has got a big drop. Looks like someone has squeezed all of that grapefruit juice into there. Really like how that has come up. Oh, look at that little curl on that one. That is really pretty. So I hope you've enjoyed watching how I did my sugared grapefruit soap. If you did, why not leave me a thumbs up and any comments down below. And until the next video comes out, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you then. Bye.